So, golf doesn't have to be complicated or intimidating. In fact, most beginners waste hundreds of dollars, pounds, whatever, before they even hit a ball. You don't have to, and in this video I'll show you the easy way to start playing golf with no experience needed or any fancy gear. By the end, you'll know exactly how to start without wasting money or even stressing about looking silly. If you find the video useful, be sure to hit the subscribe button as well as the like button, as that really does help the channel out. The first step is don't buy clubs yet. Now you're probably thinking, well, how on earth can I play golf without any golf clubs, right? Well, I didn't know this when I first started, but you can actually rent clubs from most driving ranges. If, however, you do decide that you want your own set, that's fine. I recommend getting them off eBay and searching for local pickup only or Facebook Marketplace. Reason being is there's not as many buyers and you tend to get a much better deal. What I did is I bought 2 sets, combined them, and I ended up paying about £50 for a full set. If you do choose to rent, however, as tempting as it might be, do not rent the driver or wood. Pick an iron, ideally a 7-iron. This is the club that you'll practice with the most, and that's what you'll use to learn your swing. If you go for a driver, it's an entirely different swing, it's an entirely different setup. Just go for the iron. Second step is just get out there. It is that simple. If you're watching and you've already been to the driving range, drop me a comment below, as I'd love to know how it went for you and how it's going for you now. But as I say, getting out there is the second step. Now, it might sound obvious, but if you're anything like me, it can be quite daunting, and the last thing you want to do is look stupid. But seriously, don't worry about it. No one starts playing golf and hitting the ball cleanly every single time. We all miss, and we all end up looking like Bambi on ice. I mean, when I first started, I looked like the drunk uncle at a wedding. It was horrible. But if you can, try going with a friend. They can walk you through the basics, or if you're new to golf as well, they can also have a laugh with you at least and just kind of ease that tension. Step 3 is take it slow and focus on contact, not distance. Your primary focus should be hitting the ball and nothing more. It doesn't matter if the ball goes left, doesn't matter if it goes right, or barely rolls out in front of you. So long as you're making contact with the ball, you're off to a good start and you're doing better than most people. Now, why do I say go slow? A swing that goes slow helps you to not worry about your distance, and it's as simple as that. I don't know if it's me or if it's just a masculine instinct across the board, but I went in thinking that you had to smack the ball as far as you could. And if I'm honest, I still kind of default back to that behaviour sometimes during my training sessions, so I have to catch myself and reset. The thing is, when you're swinging hard and fast without the fundamentals in place, you actually end up twisting and bending your places where you shouldn't be, and you'll end up feeling pretty sore in the next morning as well. Now, step 4 is learning basic grip and stance. There are 3 main grips for the club, which I'll pop up here. However, don't think into it too much. Just pick one of the 3 and go with what's comfortable for now. You can always adjust it in the future. As for stance, what you want to do is you want to place your feet a shoulder width apart. Your weight should be on your toes, but that doesn't mean on your tiptoes. It simply means that you can just feel the weight there, kind of edging you forward slightly. Next, that you'll want to pivot your body slightly forward. And what you will then do is kind of get that natural arc. Once you've got that down, you're ready to take a swing. Step 5 is a really important one, and it is keeping it fun and casual, at least for now. When I first started, I thought I'd be able to rely on my good hand-eye coordination and sporting experience to then be off to a good start, and I started to get quite frustrated, but unfortunately golf just isn't that way. Golf is a sport that can take years to get to a respectable level, but learning and having those breakthrough moments is kind of what keeps me coming back, and I expect that it's going to be the same for you. So enjoy it. It's supposed to be fun after all. Now, this last one is a bonus tip, and that is to get lessons sooner rather than later. Obviously, you likely won't want to go for a lesson straight away. You'll probably want to test the waters, but when you get that itch, and you will, to get back into the range, that's the time to book a lesson. Having a lesson as soon as possible is something that I couldn't recommend more. I've been to the range 4 to 5 times before I had my first lesson, and I'd already ingrained some pretty bad habits. Some I didn't know I was doing, some I knew I was doing but didn't know they were bad, and some that were actually right, but they were for more established players and kind of a bit too advanced for me at that point, and I was picking those up from videos. From a single 1-hour lesson, it took me from this to this. Now, Clearly, I'm no professional, but you can see that there is a substantial difference, and had I have not booked that lesson, these bad habits that I did have would have gotten further and further ingrained and even harder to train out when I did eventually get a lesson. And there are 5 tips plus a bonus tip to get you started in golf. Now, to remind you, those are: don't buy clubs yet, just get out there and try, take it slow, learn the basics, and keep it fun. And obviously, finally, once you have that bug, book that lesson. Now, if this helped you, please do hit the like button as well as subscribe, or drop a comment below. I'll be sharing more beginner-friendly golf tips so you can actually enjoy the game without having to overthink it and be worried. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.